Have you ever wondered why, despite taking supplements faithfully, many seniors still find their legs weakening year after year? According to research from the National Institute on Aging, over 30% of adults above the age of 60 suffer from progressive muscle weakness, and emerging studies suggest that supplement-related imbalances may be a hidden contributor. Even more concerning, a comprehensive review published in the Journal of Gerontology found that certain widely used supplements can impair neuromuscular coordination rather than support it, setting the stage for decreased stability and strength over time. It is a widespread belief that taking supplements automatically strengthens the body, restores vitality, and fills essential nutritional gaps. Yet, under specific biological conditions that often go unnoticed by seniors, certain supplements can paradoxically interfere with muscle contraction, diminish bone density, and disrupt healthy nerve signaling, causing more harm than benefit. The truth is, without the correct nutrient combinations, these well-meaning supplements may quietly erode the very foundation of physical strength that seniors work so hard to protect. What makes this even more alarming is the marketing of many supplements as senior-safe, despite the fact that they often lack critical cofactors necessary for safe and effective absorption. Prolonged use of such imbalanced supplements can silently contribute to a decline in leg function, undermining independence and mobility. Even supplements widely recommended by mainstream sources can become dangerous if taken in isolation, especially when the body's natural processing capabilities have already shifted with age. More disturbingly, recent investigations from Harvard Medical School and Mayo Clinic have highlighted a single overlooked supplement habit that may significantly accelerate frailty, increase fall risks, and hasten loss of mobility among older adults. This revelation is a clear warning sign that even familiar supplement routines deserve a second, more careful examination. Today, we will reveal the overlooked truth about how certain supplements can gradually weaken aging legs, and most importantly, show you safer and smarter alternatives to preserve your strength, mobility, and independence well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Before we dive in, we kindly encourage you to like this video, share your thoughts or experiences with supplements in the comments, and let us know where you are watching from. Also, do not forget to subscribe to our channel for trusted health tips and latest insights designed to keep you strong, safe, and thriving. Your support truly means the world to us and motivates us to continue bringing you valuable, expert-backed health guidance. Stay with us, because what you will discover today could change the way you protect your legs and your independence for years to come. 7. Calcium supplements. Without magnesium and vitamin K2. Calcium supplements are often recommended for bone health, especially in seniors, but without critical cofactors like magnesium and vitamin K2, they can quietly undermine leg strength. Research published in the Journal of the American College of Nutrition shows that excess calcium, particularly without sufficient magnesium, disrupts muscle contraction and nerve signaling, leading to cramps and impaired mobility. While calcium is essential, its proper absorption and utilization heavily depend on the presence of magnesium and vitamin K2, nutrients that are frequently deficient in older adults. Inadequate magnesium intake, reported in nearly 70% of individuals over 60 according to NANS data, amplifies calcium's tendency to cause unwanted muscle spasms and even arterial calcification. This hidden calcification can restrict blood flow to the extremities, accelerating fatigue, numbness, and persistent leg weakness. Furthermore, vitamin K2 plays a vital role in directing calcium into bones rather than soft tissues. A deficiency silently sets the stage for brittle arteries and diminished circulation in the legs. Regularly taking calcium alone, without these safeguards, fosters an invisible decline that often remains unnoticed until mobility loss becomes severe. Seniors relying solely on calcium supplements risk not only bone fragility, but progressive muscular deterioration that feels sudden yet has been silently progressing over time. A more balanced approach involves combining calcium with magnesium and K2, ideally in doses recommended by the Linus Pauling Institute, about 320 to 420 milligrams of magnesium and 90 to 120 micrograms of K2 daily. Choosing supplements that integrate these elements ensures calcium strengthens rather than sabotages the legs, maintaining both bone density and muscle function. However, It is crucial to be cautious in cases of chronic kidney disease, where calcium and magnesium balance must be carefully managed under medical supervision. Despite its reputation as a bone builder, when taken incorrectly, calcium becomes a quiet architect of frailty long before the first fall ever occurs. 6. Statin medications. Statin medications, widely prescribed to manage cholesterol, carry a less publicized risk: gradual muscle energy depletion, particularly in the legs, due to their impact on coenzyme Q10, CoQ10, levels. Findings published in Mayo Clinic Proceedings highlight that statins inhibit the body's natural production of CoQ10, a molecule essential for cellular energy and muscle vitality. This biochemical interference often manifests as muscle aches, weakness, and fatigue, disproportionately affecting larger muscle groups like those in the legs. In seniors, where baseline CoQ10 levels are already lower, statin-induced deficiencies exacerbate energy deficits, leading to noticeable decline in stamina and stability over time. Alarmingly, studies indicate that nearly 29% of older adults on statins report persistent muscle pain, with improvement observed upon CoQ10 supplementation. Without sufficient CoQ10, the mitochondria, the energy engines of muscle cells, struggle, subtly eroding strength even during normal daily activities. The issue is compounded by age-related mitochondrial decline, making seniors particularly vulnerable to progressive leg weakening that they often attribute mistakenly to aging rather than a preventable nutrient loss. Clinical guidelines now recommend considering supplemental CoQ10, typically 100 to 200 milligrams daily, especially in those experiencing statin-related symptoms. Yet many remain unaware that simple statin adherence without counterbalancing support quietly accelerates frailty. It is advisable to consult healthcare providers about integrating high-absorption CoQ10 formulations to help sustain leg power and overall vitality. Individuals with heart failure, diabetes, or liver conditions must exercise added caution and seek tailored advice before supplementing. While statins provide undeniable cardiovascular protection, when used in isolation without nutrient restoration strategies, they can stealthily transform the promise of extended lifespan into a trade-off for compromised mobility and independence. 5. Diuretic herbs. Diuretics such as dandelion, horsetail, and even high-dose caffeine supplements are often marketed as natural detoxifiers, but their impact on electrolyte balance, especially in seniors, is profoundly underestimated. Research consistently shows that compounds promoting frequent urination strip the body of critical minerals like potassium, magnesium, and sodium, a depletion that silently sets the stage for muscle instability and nocturnal leg cramps. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine demonstrated a direct link between low potassium and magnesium levels and an increased frequency of nighttime leg cramps, emphasizing how essential these minerals are for normal neuromuscular function. Seniors, who already face natural declines in muscle density and nerve sensitivity, are particularly vulnerable to the accelerating effects of diuretic-induced electrolyte loss. While herbal remedies like dandelion are often perceived as safe due to their natural origins, their uncontrolled use can cause a gradual, unnoticed weakening of leg muscles, compounding frailty over time. Even seemingly harmless behaviors, such as replacing water with high-caffeine herbal teas for energy boosts, contribute silently to mineral exhaustion, particularly when no deliberate repletion strategy is employed. Shockingly, electrolyte depletion often presents without obvious symptoms until weakness and painful cramping become chronic, and by then, underlying nerve irritation may have already taken hold. Clinical recommendations suggest that seniors monitor and balance their electrolyte intake when using any diuretic herb, ensuring daily potassium and magnesium targets are met through food or supplementation. Trusted guidelines indicate that older adults should aim for around 2,600 to 3,400 milligrams of potassium and 310 to 420 milligrams of magnesium daily. Yet many fall far short without realizing the systemic stress imposed by diuretic herbs. Smart mitigation strategies include pairing mild herbal diuretics with electrolyte-rich foods such as avocados, bananas, and spinach, although individuals with kidney disease must seek medical advice before adjusting mineral intake. A creeping sense remains of just how easily a well-intentioned herbal supplement could create long-term vulnerabilities. 4. Excess vitamin D without K2 and magnesium. Vitamin D is vital for bone health and muscle function, but when consumed in excessive amounts, particularly without the balancing agents vitamin K2 and magnesium, it can paradoxically increase the risk of leg weakness and muscle dysfunction. Findings in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition highlight how high-dose vitamin D supplementation, devoid of synergistic nutrients, is associated with elevated calcium levels in the bloodstream, a condition known as hypercalcemia that severely impairs neuromuscular activity. Seniors who frequently self-supplement based on general wellness advice often unknowingly disrupt this delicate balance, leading to chronic muscle fatigue, spasms, and eventually a significant reduction in stability and coordination. What many do not realize is that magnesium is essential for activating vitamin D in the body, while vitamin K2 ensures that calcium is properly deposited into the bones rather than soft tissues, including arteries and muscles. Without this trio working in harmony, excess calcium begins to deposit where it should not, promoting stiffness, cramping, and a gradual decline in lower limb resilience. Moreover, high circulating calcium can blunt nerve signal transmission to the muscles, a silent process that compromises reaction time and balance in aging adults. Epidemiological data confirm that falls are notably higher in seniors with improper vitamin D supplementation habits, an alarming trend when considering that even moderate overdosing can tip the system towards dysfunction. Experts recommend maintaining serum vitamin D levels within 30 to 50 nanograms per milliliter, a range that supports musculoskeletal integrity without inducing calcium dysregulation, and always coupling supplementation with 90 to 120 micrograms of K2 and appropriate magnesium intake. Unfortunately, common over-the-counter vitamin D products rarely emphasize this interdependence, leaving many seniors vulnerable to slow, imperceptible weakening of the very muscles they aim to protect. Awareness of this complex nutrient interplay becomes crucial to preserving mobility and independence through the later decades of life. 3. Iron supplements. While iron is essential for oxygen transport in the blood, excessive intake in seniors without a diagnosed deficiency can quietly undermine muscle strength and mobility. According to findings published in the European Journal of Applied Physiology, iron overload in muscle tissues induces oxidative stress, damaging muscle fibers and accelerating fatigue. Many seniors continue supplementation habits from middle age without adjusting for reduced iron needs, unknowingly leading to silent accumulation. Excess iron acts as a pro-oxidant, fostering an environment where free radicals impair mitochondrial function, essential for muscular endurance and recovery. Over time, this results in subtle leg weakness that escapes immediate detection until balance issues or chronic fatigue emerge. Clinical observations suggest that muscle oxidative stress correlates directly with reduced grip strength and slower walking speed among older adults, a key predictor of future disability. It becomes evident that the body's inability to clear surplus iron efficiently with age can transform a well-meaning supplement into a catalyst for frailty. Compounding the problem, iron-rich supplements often lack balancing antioxidants like vitamin E, exacerbating the oxidative cascade. For seniors without medically confirmed anemia, daily iron supplementation exceeding 8 milligrams per day may tip the body into toxic territory. A safer alternative lies in prioritizing dietary sources like spinach or lentils, where iron absorption is naturally moderated by fiber and other plant compounds. Seniors should also regularly monitor ferritin levels under physician guidance to avoid hidden overload. Strikingly, excess iron may quietly damage neuromuscular junctions, creating long-term disruptions in muscle communication that standard strength training cannot easily reverse. 2. Artificial sweeteners. Emerging research warns that certain artificial sweeteners like aspartame, commonly found in protein powders marketed to older adults, may subtly disrupt nerve signaling critical for muscle control. A study conducted by the American Academy of Neurology highlighted potential neurotoxic effects linked to long-term aspartame exposure, raising concerns about its cumulative impact on seniors' neuromuscular health. Unlike traditional sugars that offer immediate cellular energy, Synthetic sweeteners deliver sweetness without metabolic utility, creating biochemical confusion at the nerve-muscle interface. Over time, this can exacerbate cramps, twitches, and slow muscle recovery after minor injuries. Complicating matters further, many supplement blends fail to disclose artificial sweetener content prominently, leaving health-conscious seniors unaware of their exposure. This hidden factor may explain why individuals maintaining rigorous strength and balance routines still experience unexplained leg discomfort or weakening. Research indicates that nerve signal disruption can precede observable muscle degradation by months or even years, positioning artificial sweeteners as silent saboteurs of leg health. Most concerningly, habitual exposure can desensitize receptors involved in muscle contraction, making even minor leg injuries harder to recover from after 60. Choosing protein supplements labeled unsweetened or those naturally flavored with stevia or monk fruit extract can offer safer alternatives without compromising nerve-muscle communication integrity. Seniors aiming to protect their legs should remain vigilant about reading ingredient labels, ensuring that efforts to preserve health are not quietly undermined from within. 1. Blood thinners. Medications like warfarin, Xarelto, and Eliquis, prescribed to prevent strokes and blood clots, inadvertently place seniors at heightened risk of leg weakness by depleting vitamin K, a critical nutrient for bone and muscle strength. As outlined in a review from the Harvard Medical School, vitamin K plays a central role in calcium regulation, directly impacting muscle contractility and bone mineralization. Long-term use of blood thinners disrupts this delicate balance, leaving skeletal muscles less resilient and bones more susceptible to fractures. Alarmingly, vitamin K deficiency often develops silently, meaning seniors might only recognize the problem once leg strength declines noticeably or unexplained bruises begin to appear. Fragile blood vessels combined with reduced bone density sharply elevate the risk of falls, hematomas, and extended recovery times after minor accidents. A 2021 Mayo Clinic report further confirms that chronic vitamin K depletion contributes to sarcopenia, age-related muscle wasting, a hidden yet devastating consequence for mobility. While blood thinners are essential for many, unchecked vitamin K loss transforms a life-saving therapy into a silent eroder of independence. Seniors on anticoagulants should consult their physicians about safe dietary sources of vitamin K, like leafy greens, rather than indiscriminately avoiding the vitamin altogether. Daily intake recommendations vary, but even modest, consistent vitamin K consumption can provide protective benefits without interfering with medication efficacy when properly managed. This critical balance point between preventing clots and preserving strength is often overlooked, yet it holds the key to maintaining leg vitality well into advanced age. In conclusion, these common supplements, iron, artificial sweeteners, and blood thinners, though often perceived as beneficial, can gradually undermine seniors' leg strength and mobility if not managed with precision. Scientific research strongly supports the critical need for smarter, more tailored supplement habits as we age. Even small adjustments, such as reviewing iron intake, choosing natural sweeteners, and managing vitamin K levels thoughtfully, can preserve muscle function, bone density, and independence. Start today by reassessing one habit and taking that first step toward long-term strength. If you stayed with us until now, it means you're serious about taking control of your health. So make sure to subscribe so you never miss important health insights and updates. We would love to know where you're watching from, so drop a comment below and share your thoughts. We appreciate you being part of our community.